my dad comes down like super angry at me and I was crying. I'm like, what the hell, why is he angry? Because I'm thinking I wanted my parents to be accepting of this. Like I didn't want to feel like they were gonna be angry at me. Can we do thumbnail? Yeah, okay. Thumbnail, because I always struggle. No. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Jess, and I got my girlfriend here today with me again.
Girlfriend.
Your
girlfriend sat next to you.
Alright, so in this video, we are baby.
Baby, just do it.
Okay.
You just let me be.
Alright, I'll let you be. Okay. So in our last video, we were talking about how we met, and we discussed a little bit of how her parents are super not accepting about the whole shebang. So we decided to make a video and say our coming out stories. You need to like stop being so animated. In all of my videos, she always looks so emo, so she's trying to be a little bit more animated. You don't need to make noise though. It's really cold in Sydney, so I'm rugged up.
I can warm you. I can warm you.
You warm me.
You want some warmth? You want some body heat? I want some body heat. I think we need to take our clothes off.
What's my story? Where do I begin? I guess I can start from... I can't say that I was ever like a coming out. I wasn't coming out. Okay, stop trying to be animated, okay? Like, you need to stop. You need to be a bit more natural. Alright, well, I guess, yeah, so when I met her, then I never thought of that. But then, I don't know, we started to just kind of, yeah, so her and then like a couple of other girls. And I just guess, like, for me, it was never really a coming out. It was more like it just happened. So, obviously with her, she was my partner, and we were together and we were a secret for a while. So if you watched my other video of how we met, look at it. I'll put the little link thing over here.
You're squishing me on my side.
Yeah. At the end of that video, I mentioned how like I was the one that asked her to be my girlfriend, blah blah blah. And then so we were a secret because Jaemie over here didn't want to tell anybody. So she would fight me, she would do all that, and like we would go through relationship issues, and I had no one to tell. So whatever. Anyway, one day
I would fight you.
Yeah, you would fight me.
Jess, come here.
Not like that. Anyway.
That's not how you say we would fight. It's a mutual fight. I don't go and go like, yo ma, I don't like you, you ugly. It's like, that's called fighting you. Again, it's your English, it's off. You portray such a strange, like, Jaemie fights me. Do you realize you only say that like if someone like arcs up like this?
Anyway, yeah, so it was a little bit hard for me because I really wanted to just tell everyone, and I had so many things I wanted to say, but I couldn't because she didn't want to, which, you know, fair enough, I understand. And then, yeah, so then one day, I was at home and I get I don't remember if I got a message from you or what happened, but in any case, I realized that Jaemie's parents were going to my dad's house. So my parents are separated, so they were in two different houses, and I was with my mum. So her parents were going to my dad's house. And then I was like, I started to freak out because I knew why they were going, because I think Jaemie told me that they found a letter from me. And so I was like, fuck, oh my god, like, they know. And my parents didn't know because Jaemie didn't allow me to tell them. It's the truth. It's the truth. So yeah, so I was like, oh my god. So I called my mom in my room and I said, look, there's something I need to tell you. And I was crying, and my mom's like, what Kaza.
Why is she like that?
Yeah, she was angry. I was like, Jesus, relax. She's like, what is it? You're scaring me. And I was like, okay, no, relax. Anyway, I was crying, and then I said to her like, oh, you know, Jaemie and I are together. And she was like, okay, what is it? And I was like, I just told you why I'm crying. She's like, why are you crying? I was like, I was so annoyed at her. I was like, Jesus, like, this is it, like. But I think it's because she didn't know how to react. because, you know. But then she said like, I always knew. And I was like, okay, how? She's like, I saw a conversation with you and Jaemie on Facebook.
That's so embarrassing. I'm so embarrassed still.
I don't know what that conversation was.
I'm still so embarrassed.
Yeah, so my mom apparently already knew. But anyway, then at that point, my dad comes down, because he lived like 2 seconds away. He comes down like super angry at me, and I was crying. And I'm like, what the hell? Why is he angry? Because I'm thinking, I wanted my parents to be accepting of this. Like, I didn't want to feel like they were gonna be angry at me, because I've already felt so wrong. I already felt like this was just so not right, and I felt wrong, and I felt like everything was such a secret that, I don't know. And so my dad comes down all pissed off, and so I like yelled, and I went in my room and I was like, don't even talk to me, like if you're not gonna be accepting, I don't want to hear it. And then like he spoke with my mom and stuff, and he actually made it clear that he was just really upset that I didn't tell him, and he was just upset because I hid it from him, and I kept blaming Jaemie. I was like, it's Jaemie's fault, she didn't let me, I wanted to tell you, don't you believe me? Of course I wanted to tell you, but she didn't let me, which is the truth. And so like they actually understood how like it was her that didn't want me to say. But then literally they were super fine. Like I feel like they already knew, and they were just super, they didn't care like 2 bits, like at all. They were just like, okay, cool. Like of course, like we had a bit of a thing the first day, not with my mom not at all. It was just my dad that he was angry, and he was angry just because I didn't tell him. So other than that, she's literally always been like their second daughter from when we were friends, and then just even more after that, because when that happened, her parents then went to my dad's house, because then she came. So after that, Jaemie came to live with us because they didn't want her there anymore. And then you can say your side of the story, but that's what I remember. And then they didn't want her, so she lived with me and my dad. And then they came to my dad's house and said, you cannot have Jaemie in your house, like you can't. And my dad was like, okay, where is she gonna go? And they were just like, I don't know. And so my dad's like, no, sorry, like they're not doing anything wrong. And they kept saying, yes, your daughter is making my daughter a lesbian, blah blah blah, like it's her fault, like she is making her blah blah blah. And it's like, no, I'm pretty sure that, my dad was like, I'm pretty sure it's the both of them that they like each other. I don't think it's my daughter. No, who's the man of the relationship? And my dad's like, I don't think there is, they're 2 girls. So, but after that, my parents have always been fine with me. That was, I guess, like me coming out to them, but like not really coming out. It was more like I was just in love with her.
Like she's very, very, very lucky.
Yeah, I'm lucky.
Because she's very sweet, and she's very lucky. And she's always a princess. And you're always your parents' princess.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You never stop being. And now you're my princess.
Yeah. Alright, well now you gotta say your story.
I don't like this story. Every time I say it, I just get like annoyed again, you know? So I walk in home. Like, mind you, this is 6 years ago, so I don't remember every detail, okay?